If you have ever had a man chase you really hard in the beginning and then suddenly pull back like someone flipped a light switch, you are certainly not alone. I'm talking about when a man goes from good morning beautiful to not even texting you back. And you are left wondering, as a woman, did I do something wrong? Today, we are diving into the psychology of why men lose interest and how to get it back without begging and pleading and chasing after him. Buckle up, besties. So, first of all, let's dive into the real reason that men pull away. Understand that when a man loses interest, it's rarely about one moment. It's usually a slow burn, a psychological shift triggered by subtle cues. So, here are the top 3 reasons I see as a dating coach. Reason number 1, the pursuit ended too quickly. Men are wired to value what they invest in. If he didn't have to work for your attention, your effort, your energy, he may have mistaken your availability for your lack of value. When you start overgiving, double texting, saying yes before a man has earned it, it makes him think that he's the prize. He gets wild ideas and then he begins to pull back. The second reason is he doesn't feel needed. It's not about being overly dependent on a man, it's about making space for him to feel useful. This taps into his internal hero instinct, utilizing his masculine energy. So if you are always leading, always planning, always fixing, in the dynamic, it strips him of the pleasure of being in his masculine energy. Remember, masculine energy thrives when he feels helpful, when he feels useful. If there's no room for him to improve your life, sometimes he will feel meaningless and it will lead to withdrawal. Reason number 3, there's emotional intensity without emotional safety. When the connection feels emotionally heavy too soon, I'm talking about deep talks, deep feeling, heavy expectations, a lot of talk about the future, without the foundation of trust and emotional safety, it can feel overwhelming to a man. He may associate you with emotional pressure rather than joy and fun and desire. And this kills his desire, his chase for you. So, how to shift the energy and get him back? I'm so happy you asked, bestie. If a man is pulling away or losing interest, first things first, do not panic and certainly do not chase after him. These moves normally come from a place of fear, not power. And fear is only going to repel him further. So, here's what to do instead. Step number 1, pull your energy back, not to punish him, but to reset the power dynamic. Let him feel your absence, not out of revenge, but because your presence was not being valued. Space in a relationship creates clarity. And if the connection has genuine potential, he will notice the shift and begin chasing after you again. Step number 2, you need to reconnect with your magnetic feminine energy. Start romanticizing your life, living like the woman who knows that she is the prize. Do things that light you up. When a woman glows from within, it reignites his curiosity and piques his interest. He starts wondering, why is she glowing like that? Why is she so happy? Why is she so confident all of a sudden? And then he begins to chase after you. Step number 3, stop leading the connection. Give him space to step up. Let him initiate calls and texts and plan dates. Don't always fill in the silence. Get super comfortable with distance. Distance is how desire builds. If he is truly interested in you, he will feel that gap and move to close it. And if he doesn't, you just saved yourself months of your precious time investing in the wrong man. And then step number 4 is to mirror, not chase. You need to match his energy. So if he sends you a short text, you respond kindly but briefly. And if he doesn't text you, then you don't text him. Super simple. Men are more likely to chase when you don't front load the work for them. Remember, your job is not to rescue the connection. Your job is to stay in your hot girl self-worth. Now, let's dive into the psychology principles of why this works. Number 1, the scarcity principle. When something becomes less available, we perceive its value as higher. So in your absence, he misses you and it reignites his desire for you. Reason number 2, the ego threat. Men are more likely to re-engage with a woman who didn't try to cling to him, convince him of her worth. Why? Because it dents his ego. He starts to wonder, what changed? Why doesn't she really care? And he will do anything to win her back. not just about her, but to prove to himself that he can get this girl. And reason number 3 is the contrast effect. If he starts to date other women, beta test new connections, and he realizes they don't have the same qualities that you do, whether it be energetically, emotionally, intellectually, whatever, he will feel that contrast and it makes you look even better in comparison. And that's when regret really starts to form in his mind. In conclusion, when a man loses interest in you, it's not your job to prove your worth to him, as fucking if. It's your job to remember that you are inherently worthy. When you hold your center, you lean into your radiance, and you stop chasing after him, that is when everything shifts. Remember, you as a woman, you are always the prize. Some men will come back and others will not. That is life. But the man who is meant for you will be drawn to you not by your effort, but by your energy. I wish I could put that on a billboard. He will chase you down like shark to blood because he sees your value. And that is a man who deserves space in your life. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel and book a one-on-one with me.